Her voice cracked. Her eyes said it all. Lexie Hull looked into the cameras after Game 5. The heartbreak, the disbelief, the fire. "We've been here before," she said. "It's just so unlucky. So crazy that it had to happen tonight. But deep down, you could feel it. This wasn't just bad luck, something was off. The Fever didn't just lose, they were robbed. Because that night in Vegas, it didn't feel like a game. It felt like a setup. If you think the Fever got robbed, hit like right now. Let's make this story impossible to hide."
And yes, we lost the game, but I'm here to tell you the refs did it again. I have all the proof and all the evidence. Every single call. Yeah, they didn't call much the first quarter, but by the second and third quarter, when we build a 6-point lead, we have a tie game, and you called the exact opposite calls on us when it's happening to us and we don't get the same treatment.
It started subtle. Aaliyah Boston, a clean rebound. Both hands on the ball. Whistle. Foul. Crowd roars for Vegas. Fever bench stunned. Next possession. Kelsey Mitchell gets hacked. No call. Then again. Then again. By the third quarter, she's cramping, limping to the bench. Still no whistle. Odyssey Sims, bleeding through defenders, drops 27 points. And yet, every time she breathed near an Aces player, the whistle screamed foul. Was this officiating? Or orchestration? Fans at home started tweeting it live. "Refs are rigging this game." Even Fever legends watching couldn't stay quiet. This wasn't playoff basketball.
Players that are driving this change, and regardless of how it's said, I think the messaging stands the same from the player's perspective. Is things need to change, reffing needs to change, leadership needs to change. I think, our league is at a spot that it hasn't been in the past 10 years. Like, we're growing exponentially, and we need change to mirror that. And I think where the players see the league going is different than where leadership sees the league going.
Mitchell coming off the screen. Aaliyah Boston called for her 5th foul, but we go back to Mitchell because something is not right. Non-contact. She actually gets help going down. The team and everyone surrounds her, and then she needs help getting off the court.
This was a crime scene with jerseys and Lexie Hull. She held it together until the final buzzer. She walked off the court, jaw tight, eyes wet. In the tunnel, cameras caught her shaking her head, whispering to teammates, "We did everything right." Everything. When the press conference lights hit her face, she didn't explode. She contained it, like someone who knew the truth but couldn't say it outright. When Kelsey went down, when we challenged that call on AB, we've been here before. Every word carried exhaustion, not from the game, but from fighting the system. A system that looked determined to make sure the Fever never stood a chance.
I seen last night. We're just gonna start off 7-2. Look at Asia Wilson pushes her in the back, so she pushes her in the back. But of course it's on the Fever. Then this one's crazy. Nalissa Smith obviously fouls Aaliyah Boston. Pay attention because I'm gonna show you what fouls are being called for the Aces. So we saw that foul. And this is a foul on Aaliyah Boston somehow. The special whistle Wilson. And look at this one. So you saw what Nalissa Smith did to Boston, but look at, she gets this call when nobody touches her at all. The referees are so inconsistent. Asia Wilson does put her leg out super wide, moving screens, and they call the foul on Lexie Hull. And this one's just crap. Look at this. Asia Wilson, they both foul her. That's like 4 arms on her at once. We would have took a 1-point lead going into half, but no. But then they call this.
This wasn't a one-night thing. From Game 1, fans noticed the pattern. Every time Indiana made a run, boom. Timeout whistle. Every time Vegas needed momentum, whistle again. The free throw chart? A mountain for Vegas, a desert for Indiana. How do you stop an Aces run when every defensive stand ends in a foul? How do you play physical basketball when the league won't even let you breathe? Coach Stephanie White finally snapped. The officiating crew we had tonight. For leadership to call them semifinal worthy? That's malpractice. That wasn't frustration. That was a coach accusing the league of negligence. Then came the discovery. The same crew, Isaac Barnett, Randy Richardson, and Jana Van Dyke, the ones who botched the Minnesota game weeks earlier, were assigned to the Fever Aces matchup. The very same refs fans begged the league to replace. Why? Out of all officials, why them? Because it wasn't coincidence anymore. It was a pattern of control. You could see it in every slow-mo replay. Aaliyah Boston's face when she realized she fouled out on a ghost call. Kelsey Mitchell staring at the bench in disbelief after another missed whistle. Lexie Hull slamming her towel, muttering under her breath, "Unbelievable." Vegas didn't just win on talent, they won with help, the kind that wears stripes. After the game, the internet exploded, rigged trended. Fans cut together highlight reels showing every bad call, and the wildest part? Even neutral analysts admitted something smelled wrong. Podcast hosts replayed moments frame by frame. Sports insiders called it one of the most one-sided, officiated games of the decade. One fan said it best. Fever didn't lose the game. They survived a robbery. And through it all, Lexie stayed quiet. Until now, when Lexie finally spoke, it wasn't anger, it was heartbreak. Her tone soft, steady, but filled with pain.
Next year, she came at us and said and challenged us to continue to fight. So not every coach could do that, and not every coach could motivate a group to do that. And so just really special coach, really special person, and grateful to be able to learn from her.
"We've been here before," she said again. "We're built for it, built for adversity, built for injustice, built for every silent whistle that tried to break them." You could feel she wasn't talking just about basketball anymore. She was talking about respect, about fairness, about the soul of the game. And when she finished, she didn't storm off. She simply nodded, eyes red, as if to say, "We'll remember this." So maybe the Indiana Fever didn't lose. Maybe the scoreboard said Aces win. But the world saw something else. A team that fought through chaos, injuries, and injustice. And Lexie Hull. She became the face of that fight. The one player who had the courage to look straight into the storm and not flinch. Because in a league built on resilience, silence can be louder than shouting. And tonight her silence screamed one truth. The Fever didn't fall. They were pushed. What do you think? Was this just bad officiating or something way darker behind the whistle? Drop your thoughts below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Because this story isn't over yet.
And Becky Hammond played rookie Caitlin Clark 90 feet from the basket, full court press with her entire team.